In this video, I'm going to show you how I built a fully working run tracker app without knowing how to code, without touching Xcode, all in native Swift. And I'm going to walk you through the entire process from idea to TestFlight so you can do it yourself. So let's not waste any time and let's dive right into it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say build a premium running tracker app that is inspired by Map My Run. And this is going to ask me 3 questions. So I'm going to say something like live GPS tracking, logs and history, the entire app itself. And then on number 2, I'm going to say something like social app using Apple Games with leaderboards. And number 3, I'm going to say clean, airy, not super rounded corners, premium map for it as well, make it fun and premium. And then we'll send that message to it, and it's just going to be thinking through all that. And as you can see, it's thinking through your app fundamentals, how it's going to work, what it's going to do, and the existing context that it has, as well as the design. It's going to plan our app and tell us what it's going to build for us. The full feature build with live GPS tracking, run history, 3-tab navigation, game center leaderboards, and design. I'll come back to this when the AI is done working on this first iteration and we'll see how it looks. Awesome, it says our app is ready. So we have the track tab, the finish summary, the history tab, and the profile tab. Now, the first thing I noticed when I opened this app is on that track section, it's kind of hidden, the ready to run part. It's a little bit behind that tab bar, and I don't really want it to be behind there. So I'll say something like, please make the ready to run section visible. I cannot pull it up. And then it'll go in there, it'll fix it up for us, and then our app will update. Now I see it didn't fully fix that. We might want to give it a better prompt later on, but I'm going to move into the other parts of the app and we can fix this a little bit later. Now I'm going to say add a homepage into my app where I can see stats, friends, charts, a welcome with my name, add mock data across the app to make it feel alive and match the design style. So we'll just let that build out and I'll come back to you when it's done. Wonderful. So it looks perfect. I love the way this app looks. I really like that top card with the weekly goal. And I noticed as we click over to the history page and the profile page, we didn't get the mock data on there, and the mock data is only showing up on the home screen. So I'll just send it a quick prompt basically saying add mock data to the history and profile, make the track screen look better, and make the ready to run a single button. So we're just gonna send that over and see what it does. Perfect, it says here's what's changed across the 3 screens. We have the history, the profile, and the track screen. Let's check it out. So on the track screen, that button is still a little bit behind, but it is looking good. And on the profile and history, that is looking really good. I really like the way the profile page looks and the history, and all the mock data looks really nice. The track button, whenever you click it and it's running, I do like the way it looks. I like that little UI that we're given. So I'll say something like make the start button a little higher. And when I'm running, hide the nav bar. So when it's in that running state of where you can see it has the timer on the top, I want that to hide that nav bar so it's not covering anything. And I'm gonna send it a few screenshots so it can see what I'm talking about and understand what I mean so it knows exactly where to go. I love the way that start looks. It looks super clean, super modern, and I like finishing the run as well as that pop-up. I think that pop-up adds a nice taste and you can see your stats. And it updates perfectly on the history and the profile. So now I want to add an onboarding to my app. Onboardings are really good for your apps to increase signups, users, and to make them have an idea of what your app can actually do for them before they're even in it. It gives them a little bit more of an emotional attachment, and it makes your app feel 10 times more premium. So I'll say something like, please create an onboarding that users only ever see once when they open the app. This should boost conversions, improve their experience, and give them a little taste on what the app can do, and also add beautiful graphics. So we'll let this build out. I'll get back to you guys. Okay, wow, this looks really good. I like the little person figure at the top that we got. And then the live stats as we move, that page looks super nice. And then the route, oh wow, that card looks super good. And then the track bars. This is actually a really good onboarding. There's not much else I want to do, but I do want to add a splash screen with an image. So I'm going to click on the button next to the enhanced, the AI mode selector, and I'm just going to select image. This will open up my files and I can just select the image I want to import directly into my app. And I'm going to say something like, please create a splash page right before the onboarding that has this image as the background that looks beautiful. This should have some sort of feeling that invokes the user before they even get started through the onboarding. Additionally, add a reset onboarding button to the bottom of the profile page. And then I'm just going to send that message over. And it's going to think it out and I'll get back to you when it's done. Now this looks pretty good. It has the image on there, but I do not like the centered text button and header. So I'm going to say something like, please improve the look in front of the image on the splash page. Put the content with the text and button lower down so the get started button is at the bottom of the screen. I'm gonna send it that message and then we'll see how it does. Wonderful. This looks really good. I like that animation. I think this is honestly like pretty tuned up for how I want it. So awesome. Now the app looks perfect. We have the splash screen, we have the onboarding, we have all 4 pages, we have the running tracking. So now we're just gonna go upload a TestFlight and we're just gonna click that top right button and that's gonna check for our Apple developer account and then we'll click deploy now. Now this is gonna stop after step 2 because it's gonna say let's create this in App Store Connect. On the apps page, we'll click that blue plus button, say new app, and then we'll type in our app name and then we'll select iOS at the top. Then we'll choose our primary language as English or whatever primary language you want. Then we'll select the bundle ID. It should be your app's name in that bundle ID drop down. Then we'll click back to Nativeline and we'll copy that SKU. And then we'll click full access and click create. Now once that's created, we'll go back to Nativeline, click I've created it, and then click continue deployment. Now this will take a second and it'll upload to App Store Connect for you. It might take a few minutes to load, but you just have to sit there and wait. Perfect, and it says we did it. Our app is on TestFlight, and we can just open it in there. And we can select our app, and you go to TestFlight at the top, and you can see your versions. Now you're ready to share it with others. I hope you guys liked the video. You can find Nativeline in the link in the description below, and try it for free.